feed. So if you want to be in the video, just bring your chair and come and sit up behind Claire. It is chair yoga after all. Well, if people wanted to get up, Claire, and join you, would that be all right? So if you do feel the spirit move and you'd like to join Claire, just literally pick up your chair, come and sit with her and do the beautiful yoga actions in the chair. She's going to tell you a lot more about it. Yesterday I was just really impressed and learnt so much about chair yoga. I felt like it's actually a modality that I myself could do. I have trouble doing the official yoga, you know, all that sort of stretching and stuff. But with the chair yoga, I think I can do it. And it's a really great modality. So let's put our hands together, please, for Claire Canine and welcome her to the stage.
Thank you. Very nice plug. Welcome, everybody. I'm Claire. I'm very excited to be here at the Mind, Body, Spirit Festival again, day number 2 for me. Hope you're really enjoying yourself. So today I'm here to tell you a little bit about what I do with LV Chair Yoga and also give you a wonderful opportunity to experience chair yoga for yourself. So first of all, I teach classes, do workshops, demonstrations, things like that. We also do teacher training as well, which is online, so it's accessible to everybody in the whole wide world, which is fantastic. So we do have, I'm actually from Sydney, but we do have teachers here in Melbourne as well. So if you're interested in doing a class, I can give you some details. And basically LV stands for Lakshmi Volkar. She's the creator of this program. And she's from Long Island, New York, redhead, firecracker lady who's completely awesome and inspiring for so many people. And she basically created chair yoga back in 1982 when one of her students was stricken with rheumatoid arthritis and couldn't get up and down off the floor anymore. And she was trying to find ways to help her student to teach her yoga because she did love her yoga. And she was just sitting on the couch one day trying to figure out how she could help this special student of hers. And her cat was wandering around and patting cats. And she's like, yoga in a chair. This is what I've got to do. And that's how it was created, from a cat on the sofa given to this student. So from the 80s, she was teaching chair yoga. And then in the 90s, she met her business partner, Bruce, and he was sort of saying to her, you know, you need to get more of this out there, you know. So they ended up creating the teacher training. They made a DVD and a CD as well, which you can buy. Fantastic. And so it ended up spreading out in the 90s, and now we've all trained over 1,600 teachers worldwide, which is fantastic. And then in 2014, I was teaching a Zumba Gold class for my seniors, and we just did 3 breaths up and down at the end of the class, and everyone just went, at the same time. And I just thought, I need to do yoga with these people. They really need this. So I went looking around for courses online and around Australia, but there really wasn't much at all. And I came across Lakshmi's course in New York, and, you know, New York, yoga, learn something new. Good excuse, really, isn't it? So off I went to New York and did this course, and it was absolutely amazing. To be honest, I was sold at the cat story because I'm an avid cat lover. So as soon as I heard that, I knew this was the program for me. But just the way that it's taught with so much love, compassion, where everybody in the whole class feels really included. There's no one sitting there doing nothing. It doesn't matter if you don't use half of your body, you can still practice with the same class because we offer lots of levels of flexibility. So nobody feels intimidated, nobody feels like, I'm not good enough, you know, and haven't we all had those moments in a yoga class, maybe, or in life? And it's just a fantastic way to practice yoga in any body whatsoever, any body that you have. We've all got one, and they're all completely different. So every single body, from kids, office workers, yoga people, from what else? Even at the train station, you know, you could, on the train, anywhere, any chair, anywhere, you can practice chair yoga. So it's fantastic. Also for people who have an imbalance in their body or an injury, it's really good because there's no fear of falling, you know, like getting up and down off the floor can be quite scary, or standing for too long can also be quite challenging. So if you're supported by the chair, it takes away all of that fear of falling. And if you're in balance, it can actually bring back some balance into your body, which is fantastic. So that's how I came about. So then I was teaching myself, and I had the same predicament as Lakshmi, where I wanted to get more of this out there. So I ended up joining forces with them and bringing it out to Australia and the Southern Hemisphere as the teacher trainer for you guys down under. So now we're training teachers around Australia and the Southern Hemisphere and all over the world, which is super exciting. So it's crackling a bit. You hear that? Yeah, so now I think the time is to experience the beautiful chair yoga class. So I think we'll all start by moving forward. If you have some space beside you, you might want to separate from the person next to you. But if not, doesn't matter. It's nice to be cozy. We're all friends here, right? So let's move first of all towards the front of the chair. We're going to get ourselves into the most important posture, which is sitting mountain. So for this, we need to have a little space behind us on the chair. If we don't have space there, we're really tempted to sit back into what I call slumpasana. Yeah, right? So is that what you were doing? Were you sitting like this? No. That's good. All right, so we're going to sit up nice and tall. So we have a little space here, and that also makes it easier to move our legs as well. Speaking of legs, let's get them into good alignment. So we're going to bring our hands together and we'll take them in between the thighs. From here, we're going to lean out from the hips, but with a long spine. We don't want to do this because then we're crushing our breath space. So we sit up really tall, lean forward, and check between the arches of your feet that looks the same. Same space, about the space of 2 fists. The middle toe is pointing forward, and then you can press through your feet and come to sit up nice and tall. Let the tailbone go down, breastbone goes high, crown of the head's reaching for the sky, and we'll roll the shoulders up, back, and down into the back. Hands can rest on the lap. Down is a little bit more grounding, up is a bit more receiving. If you're a Gemini like me, one of each is perfect. So you choose where you'd like your hands to go, and then let's all close our eyes. Or if you feel more comfortable, just bring your gaze low. And let's start our session by just bringing our attention within. And we can start by just following the breath as it flows around the body. And you might notice from sitting up tall in your chair that the breath flows much easier. We have so much more space to breathe. So you can feel the breath flowing into all of the spaces within. And every breath in feels really expansive and full and deep. And every breath out feels softening, releasing, cleansing. And just letting the breath guide you into the present moment, right here and right now. As you glide into this present moment, just noticing how all of the other stuff has softly fallen away. In this moment, it's just you and your breath, just simply being. Noticing that beautiful sense of calm, of steadiness that naturally occurs just from coming to this place of simply being. Just enjoying a couple more breaths here. And when you're ready to, you can gently open the eyes softly again, making your way back into this space. Perhaps noticing if you feel any different now from when you close the eyes. It's quite amazing what just a minute or two in there can really do for us. So from here, let's start by taking the shoulders all the way up. We'll roll them all the way back and down. And again, breathing in and out. And one more time, breathing in and exhaling out. From here, we'll take our left hand and we'll start to bring it up towards the sky. And your hand might just go to here, or it might reach all the way up to the sky. And you just stop wherever your hand feels good for you today. And remember, every day could be different, right? So let's take the right hand now and we'll bring this down towards the floor. And again, you might take it back a little further if you've got space, or you might just let it rest on the chair. Take a big breath in here. As you exhale, we'll start to change the hands over. And as you're doing this, see if you can press into the bottom of your feet. Notice when you press into the bottom of your feet, the energy comes up through the legs, all the way up to the crown of the head, and you feel suddenly so much more stable, yeah? Feels good. Exhaling out. One more time, taking that right hand up. Beautiful. And then we'll bring that down and we'll bring our hands to our heart center. We'll take a big breath in. As you exhale, let the arms open out. And now this could get interesting. If you find someone on the way, cross one arm over theirs, or maybe give them a little tickle if you know them. Inhale, even if you don't. Why not? Inhale, bring the hands to the heart center again. And exhale, open the hands. And imagine now inhaling all the love in this space into your heart. And exhaling, sharing your love out with everybody else here. Aww. Inhaling, draw it in. And exhaling, expand. And one more time, drawing the hands in. And exhaling, expand. And let's bring the hands down now. We'll float them down towards the hips. And as you inhale, maybe it'll be like this, depending on your space or your arm movement. Or maybe you will even expand out. And you know, for someone who may only have use of their hands, even this option would be fine, right? You can still practice the same movement. Like little birdies, hey? Nice. Breathe it up. Free as the wind. Take it down. Now we'll bring our hands up in front this time. And again, you just take them to wherever they go for you today. And as you exhale, let them float down. Good. On your inhale breath, lifting them up. Ground the feet down. And exhale down. Nice. This time, let's get rid of some of the stuff that might be stuck in our systems. And as we exhale, we're going to go, ha, and let it out, baby. Inhaling up. I want to hear it. Ha. I didn't hear much that time. Come on, let's go. Ah, as loud as you can. 2 more times. Ah, oh, it feels so good. One more. Let it all out, everyone. Ah, and then breathe up. And let's bring the hands down to the heart center. How does that feel? Free, right? Yes. We get so much stuff stuck in us, don't we? It's good to just get it out sometimes. From here, we're going to have the hands on the thighs again. We're going to take a big breath in. And as we do, we'll hug the elbows in, but let the heart come forward. Now, as you exhale, let the tailbone go long, kind of like a naughty puppy dog, yeah? And then we're going to come back. Leaning back in the chair. As you inhale, coming forward, let the heart rise up. The eyes go to the corner of the room where the roof meets the wall. Exhaling, lean back. Good. Now, if you don't have any spine challenges like osteoporosis or any hunching in your back, you're welcome to give a little curl into the spine. But if you do, it's better if you can keep your spine long. And exhaling, we go back. And inhaling forward. One more time, let's take it back. And then we'll come back into the center and we'll start to make circles. And I want you to imagine like you've got a pencil on the top of your head and you're drawing circles on the roof with your pencil. Now, what's happening with the legs? The answer is nothing. Usually it's yes or nothing, just so you know. because we don't want to lose our foundation, do we? We want to keep that nice and steady. Let's change direction. I've got another question for you. What's happening with your breath? That's not a yes or nothing question. It's still flowing, yeah? Very important. Most important thing in our life is our breath, really. Strange but true. Now, coming back into the center, ground your feet down, take a big breath in. As you exhale, let your left hand slide back as you turn your chest towards the left. Inhale and come back to the center, and exhale to the right. Now, your hand might feel best where it is right now. As you come back, slide to the hand back, or you may take it to your hip or your shoulder, coming back to the center. You may take it even all the way out towards the right. So you just see what your hand feels like today. So exhaling, we twist, and the knees and hips stay forward, the feet stay grounded. And exhaling to twist. And inhaling back. Let's do one more to each side, choosing your level of flexibility for your arm. And then coming back into the center. Now we're going to bring our hands to our hips. Take a breath in, ground your feet. As you exhale it, lean gently towards the left. Press into the feet and inhale, come back to the center. And exhale to the right. And again, your hands might find a different place, yeah? And maybe they'll even reach all the way up and over. If that doesn't feel nice, they just stay on your shoulder or your hip. Perfect. Let's do one more over to the right, and then we'll come back into the center. Beautiful work. Now we're going to press down into our left leg. So make that leg nice and strong, and we're going to start to peel the right foot up. Or maybe you just go to your tippy toe, or maybe you'll start to let that leg lift off. Now, what's happening to the spine when you lift the leg? One of those two answers. Nothing. We're staying really nice and tall, yeah? Because we don't want to lean back, because that's cheating. We're just actually moving the leg back instead of lifting it high. So lift up with your muscles and keep your space open. Then from there, once you get up as high as you can using your muscles, then you can start to use your head. Because how often do we just go, yeah, like that, right? We want to train our muscles to work. Let's press down into the left leg now, and you might hold your thigh or perhaps the side of your chair. Flex your right foot, and we'll start to gently move this out as far as we can to the side. We're going to stay up really tall, grounded on the sit bones and grounded into the floor. Now, with our left hand, maybe it will come to the shoulder again, or again, we might reach it out to the side and tickle, tickle, tickle. You could even look towards that left thumb if that feels all right for your body. And the left leg is doing nothing. Well, it's not doing nothing, but it's not moving side to side. It's grounding into the floor. Take one more gorgeous breath here, really deep. And then first we'll start to bring the hand back. Maybe hold the chair if that feels like what you need. Bring the leg back to the front. And now we're going to take our hands underneath the thigh. Now, we need to be strong here. And don't forget, here's an option if you want along the floor, if holding the leg up doesn't feel good, right? Plenty of options. But if you can hold the foot up and let the foot go forward now. Great. And did anyone do this? You're very honest. That was me. But hey, that's all part of the practice, being honest about where we're at, right? And what we're doing. Because if we aren't, we can't make changes. We're never going to learn and grow if we keep on denying it. So let's bring the foot down now. We're going to take the ball of the foot onto the ground, and we're going to start walking the foot back. Now, you might just find the ridge of your chair, or maybe, if you feel okay doing it, you could take your foot up and over and let the foot rest on the top. How does that feel? It's nice, actually, taking the weight off, right? But keep pressing into this left foot. Now we're going to let our left arm start to glide forward, and we'll actually start reaching forward as well, letting the body fold out from the hips, not from here. Breath space open. The left hand might go back, right hand might go back, and we can feel ourselves kind of flying through the air, like birdies again. There's a lot of birdie references today. Now, how's the breath? Still going? Yeah. Can you feel that left leg starting to work now? Yeah. Someone said to me once, but how do you work your legs in chair yoga? There you go. It is actually quite strong in the legs if you want it to be. Let's breathe in and come back up. We'll bring the hand down and we'll unhook our foot from wherever it is and we'll start to walk forward. Finding sitting mountain again and take a breath in. And out. Now let's ground down into the right foot and we're lifting first. Let's lift up onto the tippy toe or perhaps even bring it up even higher. Then we're going to take our left hand around the knee, right hand to the side of the chair, flex the foot and start to let the foot go out to the side, lifting tall through the spine, no slumping. Totally a word. I have a lot of words like that in my dictionary. It's a special dictionary called the Dictionary of Claire. All right, let's look out if we can towards that right finger, right thumb. And feel the breath. Good. Remember that right knee stays forward and the bottom of the foot is grounding down into the floor. Then we're going to start drawing the hand back in. We'll bring the leg back and we'll take the hands underneath the thigh. We'll let that lengthen forward. And remember the option, if you are on the ground with the toe, you can just slide your leg out forward. Now, can we make our arms strong? Get those guns working. From there, we're going to gently bring the leg down and we'll start to walk the foot back and you find out where your foot would like to go, climb over all the bags and everything you've got there, and then find your level of flexibility. From here, we press down into that right leg. We let the right arm come forward and we reach out. And then the left arm might go back also. Sometimes I like to lift my foot up as well at the back so I can really start working my hamstring on this leg as well. So if you want to, you can lift it all the way up towards your bottom. One more beautiful breath here. And then we'll slowly press through our right foot. We'll let our left foot start to come back. Nice. Placing it back in sitting mountain. And let's take a breath here just to reset. Good. Let's take our arms now. We'll breathe in. We'll let the arms rise up to wherever they go for us today. And then exhale, let the hands come back down. And again, breathing in, we'll let the arms come up. And you exhale this time, perhaps folding forward out of the hips. And on your inhale, pressing up. Letting arms rise to wherever they go. And exhale, coming forward. And remember, no slumpasanaing. I'm going to say that all the time now. Let's come forward. And let's come up. Now we'll bring the hands down towards the heart and we'll take all the fingertips and the thumb together. Now let's start rolling the fingers around. This is so good. Do any of you work on computers? This one, every 30 minutes, get into it. All right, roll the hands around, the fingers around the other way. Strange, isn't it? But it's really good for our brain to do things in the way that isn't our normal pattern, you know, so we can mix it up and we can create new pathways and keep the brain really active. So doing things backwards feels weird, but good for the brain. Then we're going to take all the fingers together to the base of the finger and we'll start to just gently move the base of the palm apart. So you'll feel all the back of the hand stretching out. And this is also really good for us because we do a lot of things forward with our fingers. So stretching the back of the hand will feel really nice and be really beneficial for us. How's the breath? And then we'll slowly let that release. We'll roll the wrists around from the bottom to your top. And then change direction, mix it up a bit, bring it down. Again, really good. Also, if the joints are cold, you know, winter makes our joints cold, right? And then roll them around, down towards the legs. And just shake the hands out. Beautiful. All right, from here we're going to heel toe our feet out a little bit. Have you got space? Now just take them to wherever you can, but look for this beautiful alignment in the legs again. Bring the hands up to the heart center. We'll take a big breath in. When you exhale, press into your feet as you start to come forward. And we're going to go to wherever feels good and wherever we can keep the spine long, yeah? Keep pressing the hands together. Find the breath. And again, you might feel your legs working now, hey? One more beautiful breath here. And pressing through the legs, starting to rise up. Let the hands go towards the sky and then back down towards the heart center. We'll heel toe the feet back into the center now, finding sitting mountain. Actually, let's bring them in a little bit closer. So they're touching now. Now from here, we're going to ground down to our left leg. We'll just let our right leg lift up. Cool. Then we're just going to cross it over. Did you move your left leg? Good job. Keep the left leg still. Move the right foot across the left. Now, this might be perfect for where you feel like you want your legs to go today, but another option may be to bring your leg up and over. See how that feels for you. If it makes your knee fall in though, is that good? No, look at my knee here. It's completely unsupported. So we need to keep this in good alignment, yeah? And then you can hug your thighs together wherever you are. And we're going to take our right hand, maybe cross at the wrists, perhaps at the elbows. We might move into a beautiful love hug. Give yourself a squeeze while you're there. So nice to have a hug. Let's enjoy one more breath here. On your exhale, start to release your arms. That feels good. I always love that beautiful flow of blood that comes into the chest after that. Let's take our left hand now. We'll put it onto the top of that right thigh. Lift really tall through your spine and start to turn your ribs. Keep hugging your legs towards. Right, you find your way to your level of flexibility. And today for me, this actually feels better on this side because remember, one side of our body might feel different to the other. So I'm going to stay here, but if you want to bring your arms all the way around, fine. You're in your body, I'm in mine. We're going to do what's best for ourselves, yeah? So let's find the breath again into the back of the shoulders. Taking one more gorgeous breath here. And then we'll slowly release the arms. Then we'll take our right hand onto the top of the left thigh. Lift really tall, ground your feet, hug your thighs together, and start to turn the ribs towards the left. Find your level of flexibility for your hand, maybe the hip, maybe the lower back, maybe the chair. And breathe in, creating space, and exhale, creating softness. So we get taller with the inhale, and maybe there's a little more depth in the movement. Taking one more gorgeous breath. and then slowly bringing that back up. Nice. Now, I was talking about joints before, so I'm going to show you something that is amazing for your knee joints. And these are our knee acupressure movements. You can do these anytime that you like, and let me tell you, your knees are going to feel so juicy after this. So let's start with one hand on top of the other, and then let's change that because that's our habit, right? There we go. Let's start by rolling the hands all the way around. I wasn't going to do this today, but I can't not stop doing it. I think I'm addicted. I was like, I should mix it up from yesterday. And then get into even in the kneecap, there's just a tiny bit there you can pinch away. And already you might feel your knees sort of coming a bit alive over here, yeah? Then we're going to take our hands and we'll start to tap, 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 tap all the way around the knee, all the fleshy parts. Oh, that feels so good. It's always funny when you get that reflex point as well. Just want to lift up. Tap around, hi. Then we take our thumbs and we go into the side of the knee and the fingers go underneath. Now, if you prefer to keep your leg on the ground, you can just do the sides perhaps, or if you can reach underneath, you can, and you can slide in and out on the ground, or you can lift your leg up all the way and use your muscles, of course, and then let the leg pump forward and back. That's it. So get into underneath the knee, because how often do we ever think about underneath our knee? Okay, let's start pinching. How does that knee feel, by the way? Bloody amazing, eh? I know. Oh, it's so good. And this is what's good about our course. We actually include things like this that aren't really in general yoga courses, I guess, that just make the classes a little bit more special and really help the people that we're teaching as well in different ways. Tappity tap, tap, tappity tap. That's mental, yeah? Press your hands into the side and underneath, lift the leg or just slide it along the ground. And let's take it out and in. Then we'll slowly bring that down and we'll get our hands again and roll around. And then change the hands. Roll around the other way. And then, most importantly, I love you so much. Thank you for everything you do. You're amazing. You have to say it like you mean it. Bring your hands back into sitting mountain again. How do the hands feel too? Beautiful winter activity, isn't it? Yes? So your hands should feel really nice and warm and fuzzy right now. So perhaps we can use that energy hands into this part of our body that's experiencing a challenge right now. Now, when you take your noticing any emotions that might be present, any thoughts, and just acknowledging what's there without judgment, without criticism, knowing that it is what it is. And then starting to bring attention back to the breath. Beginning to follow the breath around the body as it flows into all of the spaces within. Every breath feeling expansive and deep and full and complete. Again, as you follow the breath, noticing how all of that external stuff just deep inner stillness. That place that lies within, that is full of peace, where you feel completely safe, completely loved, completely protected. When you arrive in this place, it's like you've come home. This is a place that is full of love. A place that is yours alone, that no one else can touch. A place that is accessible to you anytime you want to come here. This is your place of deep inner stillness and peace. In this place, you know you can simply be. Just spending some time now simply being. If things come in, just let them float away again. This is your time, your place, yours alone. Notice how good it feels to have so much peace, so much love in your world, and how right it feels to be so safe, protected. Gently let your attention start to come back to your breath now. Start to become aware of the breath within the body. And allow the breath to guide you back gently into your physical body again. Noticing the weight of the body on the chair, the density of the body. Letting the breath flow down perhaps to your fingers and toes. Give them a little wiggle to gently awaken the body with some nice, simple, mindful movements. If you would like to take any stretch or sway or swivel right now, just do whatever. And speaking of meeting you, I would absolutely have a monthly newsletter if you'd like to sign up to that as well, or if you want to find out anything about